Now, a senior Conservative has admitted to sharing MPs' phone numbers to a man he met on a dating app. William Wragg, chairman of a Commons Select Committee, also sent nudes to the man on the app Grindr.
The incident involving unsolicited flirtatious messages sparks concerns over MPs' vulnerability to cyber attacks. And we're still joined in the studio by political commentator Ben Harris-Quinney. Well, we know the story now is that, William Wragg has grovelingly apologised, says he's mortified and all that. Basically, he formed a relationship with a guy he met on the gay dating app Grindr. Somehow or other, William Wragg agreed to send this guy compromising pictures of himself. It looks as if that guy then said to William Wragg, right, I've got these pictures, I'm going to make them public unless you get me some numbers of MPs and staff in Westminster, which Wragg promptly did. And then these MPs and Westminster staff and political journalists as well were sent pictures of somebody called Abby and Charlie, sexy pictures saying, come on, let's get together, and so on and so forth. Cyber phishing, it's called, specifically targeting people. William Wragg says he's going to step down at the next election. Almost, he's made such a fool of himself here. He should just step down right now, but I'm not sure the Tories would be that keen on yet another by-election.
Well, no, the whip has been removed for less. I think the instances where people have been looking at pornography in Parliament are probably less severe than this, because there are some very serious implications to this. We still don't know the full story as to what the source of this this phishing was. It could be extremely serious if it's a foreign state, but we don't know all of those details. I somehow doubt it. To me, it doesn't sound like that, because it wouldn't be that difficult for foreign states to get hold of MPs' phone numbers. It may be the case that Wragg or those around Wragg want to make this look more like he was the victim of some sort of international incident, whereas it might just be someone being very stupid.
He was a damn fool, is what he was.
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Beyond damn fool, because frankly, when you're in public office, which I've held public office myself, I've been elected, or if you work in a position of potential sort of risk to national security in the intelligence sector, whatever, Rule 101 is, can you be compromised? You're not supposed to stand for office if you've been bankrupt, for example. Any of these things, which might mean that you're especially vulnerable to people being able to blackmail you. Thankfully, we also now have legislation in this country under the Revenge Porn Act that anybody saying, I've got illicit photographs or video of you and I'm going to use it to blackmail you, is now a criminal offence. What strikes me about this man is the gasping naivety, the idiocy about what he did.
Yeah, or perhaps bold recklessness. I think the impression the public have of Westminster is that it's full of corrupt people who are basically having a laugh on our time. And this gives further cause to that view, I think. If you think, it was a long time ago, but if you think back to the end of the last Tory government, the major years, it was really sleaze that brought that government down. And, of course, Boris, the final straw was the Pincher revelations. Right. And, I think this does give rise to this sense that Westminster is a sleazy environment with, people still behaving like they're at university, when they should really, both in terms of naivety, but also decency,
responsibility, integrity.
Also, I think questions have to be asked of the Tory party here. This guy was a very young guy when he was elected, 27 or something. He's only about 37 now. He's risen without trace. He's vice chairman of the 1922 committee, a really serious but high position in the Tory ranks.
Right, basically decides who the next prime minister is going to be.
Exactly
somehow.
right, and he's also the chairman of a select committee. So. It looks like ill judgment on the part of the Tories. This guy's not up to the job, is he?
Well, yeah, and again, I think you can look across the board and see a Conservative Party in a Parliament that are obviously not up to governing and are not reflecting the public's wishes and desires and the responsibility of those offices. Unfortunately, it takes a very long time to flush the British Parliament because of the first past the post system. And I don't think, you can talk about the Conservatives, you can talk about Labour, this is a problem across Parliament. I don't think Starmer's going to be the solution to any of this.
If Starmer's the solution, what's the question?